DM. The villain starts crying when explaining their tragic backstory. Wizard. I want to console the villain. Okay? I approach the villain, gently lay my hand on their back, and whisper in their ear. Go on. I cast Fireball. You son of... Hey, what's everybody? SkyDieRay here, reminding you to never underestimate the power of pizza. Anyway, welcome to another DnDMemes video. How are you guys doing? Hope you're having a wonderful day today. Before jumping into it, I want to quickly kindly ask you to take a moment to smash the like button. Takes a second, helps out a lot, so thanks so much if you do those. And yeah, with that being said, I hope you enjoy. And the eternal dance keeps going on and on and on. Paladin. Mona said the two of you were in the building when the fire started. Rogue, when he rolls a 15 for deception. Yeah, she's a liar, cause I don't know her, so whatever she said is a lie. Paladin, rolling a 16 for insight. So you weren't in the building with that woman? Rogue, rolling a 17 persuasion. No, not I. Alright, she started it. She was like, I hate my job, I'm gonna burn this mother down. And I said, you better not. You better not. The Paladin then rolling a 32 for intimidation. She said it was an electrical fire. And the Rogue with a 32 for a charisma saving throw. It was a total electrical fire. It was like the switches had sparks coming out of the sockets. It was like the 4th of July, man. Brings back memories of my first eye patch. Stat this. Legendary weapon. Good luck with that. Good luck if you're gonna mess around with one of those. Never too old to start adding up dice. And never too old to spell. Being an adult is hard, but can you imagine having to do math homework again? So you're saying there's a chance? Improv D&D is best D&D. D&D is a game where you sit around arguing about your plan for 25 minutes and then do not follow that plan. Plans? We don't need no stinking plan. I forgot to send this to me as a post request, but thank you. Side note, cinematic is spelled wrong and should be spelled like homebrew. All of my brain cells constructing an entire homebrew universe full of twists and character development in my head when I'm trying to sleep. And it just keeps going, alright. I'm a fan of minimalist memes. Okay. Me, when there's no dungeon in the dragon. That's a very questionable take. That is a very questionable... Okay. Or, take out a second mortgage and stock up with Dwarven and Hero Forge. Or, be like me with graph paper and painted pennies. Forever DM that has a 3D printer. Behold, my figurine collection. Jesus, man. That honestly seems realistic. Player who's thinking of becoming a DM. Nobody's got time for all that. Oh no, they do. They do. Some people definitely do. Squids have had their tentacles in that old magic for a long time. The upsetting ocean fact is that he doesn't exist anymore. Bro, did you know that the Cambrian era had its own little squid in a wizard hat? Well aware. And don't call me bro. Wizards of the Coast game design team, and compared with every other Wizards of the Coast team, and also compared with also Wizards of the Coast game design team, because they're in both categories, yeah, okay. Pro tip number 5. The rogue explaining why their sneak attack should get an extra d6 of damage. Your dad got you boxing license? No, I just got beat up a lot. So now when I get the chance, I like to sucker punch people. Straight up, there are better spells than Fireball. I'm a chain lightning man myself. Fireball is the best wizard spell. Then you have Pulse Wave, also Lightning Bolt, also Temporal Shunt, Stop Time, Black Star, and not even talking about Break Reality, which is apparently huge. This is a symptom. What happened to him? He hasn't played D&D in a month. No, I don't think that's, no, I don't think that can be the case. I mean, if that would be the case, that would be, I think a lot of people. I think the majority of people, just, you know, due to just scheduling conflicts and whatnot. I wonder how the stats translate to in-person tabletop games. The opening weekend for Baldur's Gate in numbers. So, 368 players managed to finish the game in the opening weekend. Which is honestly very impressive considering it's, I think, at least, like, I don't know, not at least, but easily 100 hours of gameplay if you know, don't rush it. So even then, finishing it in a weekend seems kind of impressive considering people also need sleep, usually. Over 93% of players rolled a custom character. They spent a total of 88 years in character creation, and nearly 10% of characters spent at least an hour in character creation. That's impressive. That's impressive, spending so much time on the character creation screen. Origin character selection was Gale the most popular, and then Karlach, and the Astarion pretty much the same, Shadowheart and Will, and then Liesel. Okay. Gale was the most popular played Origin character. We get it, who could resist the allure of that head of hair? And Gale was also the 7th cause of death for players. But you only have yourself to blame for being so flammable, okay? Yeah, makes sense. And class and race choices, the most popular was Paladin Half-Elf, interestingly enough. And the least was Cleric Githyanki. Okay, I think I was expecting that. The main class, most people do not want to play Cleric. I went with Sorcerer, personally. Almost 100,000 players have been rejected by Astarion, and we're all trying hard not to take it personally. The majority of players have chosen to roam as Shadowheart instead, followed by Gale. One NPC was shoved into a chasm for every concurrent player that we had during Peak Sunday. 1,815,000, alright. And of all player deaths, 12% were caused by friendly fire. Thanks, Dave. In terms of diplomacy, players veer on the side of good, with 65.1% saving Grove, and the others assaulting it. Scratch has been petted over 1,750,000 times, which is great. Players spoke to over 1,400,000 corpses and over 2,400,000 animals. That's great, that's impressive. And yeah, there was a total of 10 million hours played, or 1,225 years, which is, you know, based on the fact that there were... Wait, no, that's the peak number of players, not the total. I mean, that's on average, like, what, maybe 2 hours played per person? I don't know how many copies it sold, and how many people from those sold even opened the game, but that seems about right. Anyway, have you played it? I don't know. It's been enjoyable to me so far. Let me know your thoughts in the comments if you did start a Baldur's Gate campaign. Maybe you finished it already. It's probably around the time where people that don't really have jobs do finish the game, I think, right? Many of us need these services ASAP. D4 Legal Services LLC. Rules lawyers who fight for you. Specialized in all editions and versions, with the asterisks there referring to 4th edition not covered due to simplified rules. Wrongful death, total party kill, lazy DM, alignment change, dice fudging, poor description, and bad trap design. Bitter breakup with your ex-patron will get you half their powers, your character's treasure and XP recovered, or your money back. At least 1 in 4 chance of success to win your case guaranteed. Free initial D20-minute consultation. That's great. It would be so unlucky to get like a natural 1 on that, actually. Just get a free consultation but you roll a 1. 800 law dice, d4legal.com. That is actually a website, but it's in Spanish and it's for a company in Colombia. So yeah, I don't actually go to that website. Unless you need legal services in Colombia, I guess? I don't know, they might be reliable. Don't take my word for it though. I mean, the deceased did dump int and are barely sentient, so... Can I eat him? Asks the barbarian. He's not human, so it's okay, right? He looks at the paladin for support. Paladin walks away, rethinking his choice and companions. At least the paladin has some morality left in him, you know? I mean, we can appreciate and respect that, right? I didn't ask about its feelings, I said cast Fireball. DM. The villain starts crying when explaining their tragic backstory. Wizard. I want to console the villain. Okay? I approach the villain, gently lay my hand on their back, and whisper in their ear. Go on. I cast Fireball. You son of... That's why you don't let them get in prime Fireball positioning, okay? Classic barbarian spell. Hulk cast... Oh god, oh no, it's testicular torsion, okay, that's brutal. Party TPK. Oh, my D&D campaign, ruined. That's the DM talking. Now I'll have to start all over again. Oh no, that's someone's fears for the 60th session of the game, and it's gonna, they say it's gonna be wild. Well, good, I hope it went well. That was six days ago, and that was, okay. Well, I hope it went well. That seems ominous, honestly. This was way too good not to do. Thank you for the stats. Okay, so we have the stats. We have the stats for that at the start of the video. Alright. Bolas of Solar Restraint, legendary throwing weapon. Weapon, bolas, and legendary, recurse attunement. These exquisite bolas emit a warm, golden glow when held in sunlight. Crafted by a master enchanter, they are said to harness the power of the sun itself. Properties: 300 feet of range. Type: thrown with dexterity. Ensnaring: when you successfully hit an enemy with the bolas of Solar Restraint, the target must make a dexterity saving throw with DC 19 or become ensnared. On a failed save, the target's movement speed becomes 0 and it cannot willingly move from its current location. It can attempt to break free from the ensnarement by using its action to make a strength check with DC 24, ending the effect on a success. Sunlight Precision: the bolas of Solar Restraint benefit from the radiant energy of the sun. When the wielder and the target are both in direct sunlight, the bolas never miss their mark. This means attacks made with the bolas automatically hit, bypassing normal attack rolls as long as both the wielder and the target are bathed in sunlight. Radiant Resonance: once the bolas of Solar Restraint ensnare an enemy, they begin to emit a radiant glow. They cast bright light in a 30-foot radius and dim light for an additional 10 feet. This light is visible even through cover or darkness. And Recall Command: the wielder of the bolas can call them back to their hand by speaking a command word. The bolas return instantly and the ensnared enemy's movement is restored. Not gonna lie, they do seem fun. that does seem fun. That does seem like a fun homebrew item. Parent-teacher conferences and Tiamat birthing many individual monsters. Attending like thousands in a single day. Alright, well that's it, because those are all the memes in the past week for, since the last video on the DnDMemes subreddit. So yeah, that's gonna be it for the video. Thank you so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like if you did and subscribe if you haven't already. Also thank you to everyone supporting on Patreon as well as YouTube channel members. I pretty lots of those. Links, bye.